what's the most important benefit in addition to salary and bonuses and such? What's another of equal importance or most important benefit? To offer employees to keep them there? I'll take a stab at that first. I think you kind of have to ask, but in quotes, pay attention to what they appreciate doing. Pay attention to the level of involvement they really want to have in the company and try to positively respond to that. I know that sounds like maybe a squishy answer, but I think it really, if you start looking at what the drivers are that people are enjoying doing, I think you addressed it a little bit in your comments too about what would keep people there. Do you want to pick it up?
Yeah, I mean, basically at the end of the day, it's a work environment. People are going to want to come to work there. They can make salaries any place, and they can go and look at the curves on monster.com. They can do all that. What really matters is that the employees want to work there, and someone said it's purpose. There's a purpose for coming there. Okay, whatever the purpose is, they're there because they want to be there. There's a purpose that's driving it, and that's what makes all the difference. We've sold, and I personally sold, a fair number of companies. We moved one from Massachusetts to Texas, and when we talk about employment agreements and all the rest, and we didn't have any of that stuff, but what we had were dedicated employees. We offered everybody, jobs and all that, and literally in a manufacturing plant, they all stayed to the last day before we moved. I mean, every line person, everybody, which was extraordinary. And the people who were backing us, and these were big dollars, they said, you're going to lose half your workforce the minute you announce. And it was, yes, we gave them some dollars and all the rest, but more important, it was the culture of saying, there's a purpose for this, we understand. We were very transparent with why we had to leave. In our case, we were shipping, believe it or not, we were shipping big spools of pipe from a plant in Wareham for the oil industry, and we had to leave Wareham in the dark of night with state troopers on the front and back, and then we had to shift for state troopers in each state all the way to get to Canada so we could move the stuff. So they all understood the reason that we had to move. But there was a purpose for it. People understand it. Some say they're adults, kind of thing. You can't buy that kind of loyalty. You can pay a whole bunch of money, and you know what? The next person that offers them more, they're gone.
Plus, and just to add to the money part too, for years we questioned, is money a motivator of people's performance? What I have learned is that it's a demotivator when I find out that if I got a $5,000 raise this year, which would be a lot of money, and I found out 5 minutes later that you got $5,002, now all of a sudden I'm really ticked off. So it really is, money can be a demotivator, not a driver of performance. I've always believed that. And so if we're looking at, and partly to your point, it's if you're trying to buy the people to stay, that's not going to work. But the closer you can get to rewarding people for the performance of the overall organization, not just individual performance, but overall organizational performance, which also means opening the books, having them see where the fixed costs are, where they can control costs, because you don't make money just by selling, you make money by controlling costs. If they can participate in that and receive some of the reward of what you save, I think that's where money plays a key role.
There's a book called Ownership Thinking. I don't know if you've ever seen it. And it's a way of basically accomplishing what we're all talking about. Mm-hmm. And when I first saw it, I go, well, this is, whatever. And then we put it into a company, and this company is a couple of $100 million, and these are private owners. I was stunned by what people didn't know, right? They thought that the profitability of this manufacturing company was like 50% at a minimum. I mean, the understanding and how much they thought the owners were pocketing, and they didn't understand reinvestment. It was opening up just the really simple stuff so that the employees understood the business just a little bit.
Simple.
But again, very simple, step at a time.